Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, Twitter, SpaceX, and the list goes on. But guess what? None of that may have never been possible if it weren't for Musk co-founding PayPal, from which he received $175 million from. But Musk didn't build PayPal by himself. He had help from his right-hand man, Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel has been extremely successful in business and in chess. However, Peter Thiel and Elon Musk would end up falling out years later, but Peter Thiel, nevertheless, is an extremely capable chess player, and today we're going to look at a game of his which features one of the most insane king hunts of all time. So let's get into it. So Peter Thiel in this game was rated around 2200. Apparently his peak rating was 2300 FIDE, which is absolutely nuts. Like, how can you be a billionaire and also I mean, I don't know where I'm going wrong in life. So anyway, Peter Thiel has the black pieces and his opponent Carter B. Gibson has the white pieces. I promise you, this game is extremely high level. I'm going to break it down so we understand it. So, Peter Thiel's opponent opens up with the move e4. We see c5, so he's a Sicilian player. Knight f3 and d6, pretty standard. We see d4, white opens up the board. This is known as the open Sicilian because, you know, white opens up the board. Hence the name open. We see cd4, knight d4, and knight f6, just attacking this pawn, and knight c3. Here, Peter Thiel plays the most popular move, a6, which is known as the Najdorf variation. Let me tell you something about the Najdorf variation. The Najdorf variation is probably the most popular theoretical chess opening there is. You know, it's just all the grandmasters, you know, can't keep going on about it. Me personally, I think it's absolutely dead, but that's my personal opinion. But it's an extremely theoretical, extremely kind of like, like big top dogs play this opening. So anyway, it's going to get really interesting. So we see a6 and bishop d3, which is slightly rare. I think other moves like bishop g5 are a bit more popular. And also the reason why I'm wearing this hat again is because I'm a landing geezer. So, and also my hair is looking dead today. So, you know, I was wearing the hat last time, so I thought I'd keep it. Anyway, after bishop d3, we see knight b to d7. Interestingly here, according to my scientific data research, the move e6 and the move e5 are extremely popular, but we see the move knight d7, you know, knight d7, still good. And castles. And by the way, I did actually mention that Elon Musk and Peter Thiel have fallen out, hence the kind of title that I've put it. And I think they fell out around the time Peter Thiel was helping like Donald Trump in his presidency, something like that. It's interesting though, because, you know, business partners to enemies, but, you know, I don't think they like want to kill each other, but you know what I mean. So anyway, and also makes a really nice title, and I can also make a nice YouTube video for all of you. By the way, daily uploads going well. I haven't missed a daily upload since. Castles, you know, it's interesting here. If we're looking at this position, you know, I'm thinking maybe e6, castles, or maybe g6. But instead we see the move b5, so Peter Thiel kind of neglects the king side a bit. You really want a castle in chess before move 10, but the best players in the world, they're capable of breaking those principles. You know, that's why you see me do it a lot. And after b5, the move a3 is played, and the reason behind this is to stop the idea of b4. We see bishop b7 now, so Peter Thiel just unloading his pieces into the board. And now we see an interesting move. We see knight d to e2. Now, normally in chess, the hardest move to find is the move with the knight going backwards because it's quite counterintuitive. So it looks quite fancy here, and it's quite a rare move, to be honest. And after g6, this position has never been reached again. We've got a completely new position. You know, sometimes I say that and people don't understand what I mean. But what I mean is, like, up to this point, there had been master games that had kind of followed the same pattern, like the exact same moves. But after g6, we are in a completely new game. So novelties are being invented. And after g6, we see the move f4, getting that pawn up the board. As you see, white is building the nice center. And bishop g7, Thiel gets his sniper online. I like to refer to this bishop as a sniper. Maybe you played some shooter games, Call of Duty. The sniper kind of sits back, same in chess. The bishop kind of represents a sniper. We see knight g3 now. So this knight maneuver is actually quite interesting, or at least, you know, I find it interesting. To you, you might, you know, you just don't care. But from knight d to e2 to here, this is like a maneuver you can try implement in your own games maybe. So if you never know what to do, maybe just copy this, and the idea is to get these pawns and maybe support some break here. Interesting. And here after knight g3, Thiel plays a class move. You would maybe expect castles, but do you really think I'll show you a game that boring, like really castles? No, here Thiel goes h5. Bang. I like this move, h5. Nasty stuff. We see f5 anyway, so now it's a battle. So Till hasn't castled his king. And when you don't castle in chess, you better have like something, you know, up your sleeve. You better be prepared. Because, you know, it can get really dangerous because your king is completely exposed. I like to say king safety is the #1 principle with chess. The reason behind that is because, you know, when your king's gone, the game's gone. So you have to be really careful here. You better have a good idea. And Till does have a good idea. He goes queen b6 check. We see king h1 and now h4. So this is completely attacking chess. This knight is under attack and the knight has really nowhere to go. So literally nowhere to go. So it pretty much has to go to e2. And now the intuitive move, h3. You know, why not? I'm pretty sure most of us would play that move. I mean, when I say most of us, I mean all of you, just apart from me. You know, I'd play a dead move here. So h3, strong stuff. We see fg6, so the attack is continue. You mean you can't really take, so fg6 actually makes sense. And I really like the next move. The next move is just complete gangster. Now, I know most of you are kind of like rushing, you know, to get h3 free him, but it's not played here. Instead, Till just castles his king. And, you know, when you castle your king queenside, when you could have taken, plus you're a billionaire, you know, it just hits a bit different. So you can see castles queenside, and now knight f4, so attacking this pawn and trying to hold the glue. We see hg2 now, not knight g2, but king g2, and now the board is opening up. I'm going to let you pause the video here. It's your time to shine. Try find the move Till played here. So if you did pause the video and find the move, congratulations. The move is d5. So you're pushing these pawns up your opponent's position, trying to infiltrate, trying to just open up the board. And congratulations if you found that. We now see knight c takes. We see a takes and takes. I mean, if you take with this pawn, it's still horrible, but we see with the knight takes. Now, when this knight was here, it was defending this pawn, so this queen slides in. And this is getting very dangerous. Like, I hope you already know where this is going. After queen g6, this king goes to the f3 square. So we see rook h3, this rook slides in, game on. We see king e2, and the move rook h2 was fine. Instead, Till wants to trade down some material. When you're up material, or like you know you're going to be up material, it's always a good idea to trade down. But sometimes when you've got like a checkmating attack, sometimes you actually can't trade material. Anyway, here Till does it anyway. Bishop d5, not the strongest, but still his attack is still very deadly. So anyway, after ed5, we see rook h2. Queen under attack, but he's putting his opponent's king in check. We see king e3, now bishop h6 as bishop comes alive, and now king d4. Queen g6, we see king e4, and now knight d5 check. We see king f5, and try pause the video and find the forced checkmate in 2. I had to like, calculate it there, by the way, because I don't have like the evaluation up. So I'll let you try pause the video and find it. Congratulations, if you did find it, it is the forced pawn checkmate, takes, and takes, and that's just checkmate. But, you know, Till didn't actually find that. I don't know why he didn't find it, but he didn't find it, because after king f5, instead of going here, maybe he's just playing with his food. You know, billionaire, you know, you may as well play with your food. So we see queen f6, king g4, and after rook g8, his opponent resigned. This is just forced mate. So anyway, that is the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like these, like and subscribe. Thank you for your time and attention. It is much appreciated. If you want to do one-on-one coaching with me, link in the description. Have a nice day.